Can Norwich reach their fourth FA Cup semi-final in a history which stretches back 118 years? Or will Manchester United reach their 30th? Manchester United are first out. Staggered entries onto the field of play now. I'm sure you're familiar with the drill. We all know the protocol.
A source of pride for Manchester United. They've won it 12 times. Only Arsenal have won it more in English footballing history. As we look out at Carrow Road, always a fantastic venue to come to. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Daniel Fark exchanging the elbows pre-game. And there will be a customary moment of silence for all those lost to the pandemic. With the oldest cup competition in the world, dating back to 18.
Struggled before the pandemic and have struggled since the lockdown.
In their traditional yellow and green to get us underway. They're going to need a little miracle to avoid relegation. I think it may have increased to a big miracle. Teti getting the header away. McTominay was fouled. Jonathan Moss leading the officiating crew today. The foray into the making. He'll be one of the main danger men Manchester United have to keep tabs on today. And that goal difference hasn't exactly been helped by their recent record. 1 goal scored in their... So has to go for goal. Lingard. Clip to the far post. Maguire lurking. There's a decent's been dispossessed as well by Cantwell. Pukki trying to help it on. Good give and go with Cantwell. And a clipped cross towards the far post. Lovely threaded through ball. If he can get there. Ballard again. Second time of asking, getting the cross in. A loose clearance. Lingard on the prowl. Juan Mata. And that'll be a United corner. Get a shot on the end of it. Out. Shot is on for Fernandez, but meanwhile for Norwich as they continue to press Van Island International. Lingard from the arena in Sardinia. As Lingard again just had it nicked away. Gallo couldn't take it with it. Space in which to operate and still has some. Pukki with help arriving. Luke Shaw, another promising build-up, and Igalo is trying to hold the line and it just squirted out of his reach. Not the most definitive one from Cantwell, and Dalot with a cross-come shot.
Norwich looks as if it could be the area they get the most joy.
Let's see what they've been focusing on, Norwich, as the free kick. Bruno Fernandes again trying to go back too far to see a team that won the FA Cup getting relegated in the same season. That is Kenny McLean. It's a decent run. A shot that was always rising from the ex-Aberdeen man.
Well, what happened was the
Looks as though Maguire and Lindelof, Craig, are very much the established. Scott McTominay looking to make inroads. Now pounding forward at the other end is Luke Shaw. It was Bailly who timed his run well. Didn't quite execute the header. Bleeding for United, but Pukki did well. Wendia again couldn't stay on his feet.
just that.
Maguire shooting a setup for that invitation, now fighting to win it back. A little bit too much relish on those challenges. Shaw, delicate, Mata, Dalot choosing the outside route, delivering the cross, but beyond everyone. Lingard. And it may fall for Buendia on the turn. This is Cantwell. Decent run and a great layoff. Oh, and the shot was blocked. Lucas Rupp had time to pick his spot. Rupp going to work his way forward. Cross from Fred. Fernandez arriving.
I'm sure he was hoping he wouldn't have to, but he might do. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh, he'll be pondering that as they head in goalless. Craig at United struggling a little in that first 45 minutes. I wonder if we will see the likes of Paul Pogba and company in this second half, and United fans will get the chance to have another look at that flourishing partnership in midfield, perhaps.
Yeah, I think we will get ahead of ourselves.
And Chelsea lay down a mark as United launched the first attack of the second half. Oh, Fernandez.
Precise.
Really positive start to the second half, though, for United, as you suggested it might be, Craig. Yeah. Team's just strolling across the top of the screen again. That's a great move from Cantwell, who... Corner kick. Buendia.
As that may not have made the squad. And we know the French are going to be, well, we think they'll still be favourites at that point. World Cup winners.
Skor. Trying to open things up. It might still work, and it did quite beautifully, and it's Igalo who's done it again in the FA Cup. Manchester United break through 5 minutes into the second half. And the man who arrived from China in January sends Manchester United closer to an FA Cup semi-final.
That was a good finish. In the end, he's back to goal, but this you would believe.
It's a wonderful Derby County. Made a comeback at all. 5 now, what can Lingard do? Pops up, still up for grabs. Tim Krul is there first. Lewis. Luke Shaw. Igalo looking to turn, not allowed. Lingard, enterprising work. McTominay. The promptings of one Sir Alex Ferguson helped him make that choice, Greg. Aarons driving for the byline, driven cross. Sheffield United, as you said, Greg, haven't looked themselves since the resumption of play, but those are the three: Greenwood, Rashford, Williams, making way with United.
Yeah, he's not only a fantastic young footballer who's got, you know, plenty of international experience, and
Fernandez curling in the delivery. Rashford just overdid the pass. Free kick into the near post. Oh, it was off the line by a Norwich City player. That was quite extraordinary. Seemed to be going in, and I'm not sure that Aarons knew a whole lot about it. Maybe, yeah, as Timo Pukki makes way, so his dry spell side. Buendia, the Argentine, trying to pick a path through. Buendia, right to Hernandez. Last decade or so, up and down between the Championship and Premier League. Cantwell! Oh, he's done it! Well, he's been threatening it right from the word go this afternoon, but Todd Cantwell delivers a fine equaliser for Norwich City. And Manchester United will have to start again.
well, he's a player that has, you know, looked like a thorn in United side from the start, down that left-hand side. Initially, now he's moved.
Response over the last 20 minutes or so.
benvenuti a tutti. Ci attende una grande partita. Da un momento all'altro i giocatori dovrebbero fare la loro comparsa sul terreno di gioco. È tutto pronto e siamo pronti anche noi per il racconto di questa gara. Fabio Caressa e Luca Marchegiani.
Ciao Fabio, è bello oggi. Guarda, quasi mi verrebbe voglia di tornare a giocare.